Hi everyone, this is Ramona. Come back at you. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be a story time. This happened like so many years ago. I'm talking about, I'm gonna say about 5 years ago, something like that. But I wanted to do a story time, and I had to like go hunting back in the archives, my mind of archives. My mind's archive. Okay. So this happened when this was a time when I didn't have a whole lot of money. Okay, this is like I don't know. I was just it was a very stressful time for me. I didn't have that much money. I was having financial difficulties, and plus I was having relationship issues. I mean, it was just a really crappy time, okay? Now, I had asked a friend to take me, a friend, who I'm not friends anymore with, I had asked her to take me grocery shopping, which I knew that I would have to buy her some groceries too for her to pay me back later. Yeah, it was just a really crappy time. In order for her to take me grocery shopping out to Market Basket. And I remember just being grateful anyhow that she would take me all the way out there, because I didn't have a car, and this place you can actually get like sometimes double the groceries for the same amount of money that I would spend at Stop and Shop, which is really close to me, and sometimes you'll get triple the amount of groceries for the same cash payment, you know. So yeah, so I was just really okay with, I was just, you know, happy that at least I'll have groceries in the house. You know, that was the one thing, right? But I was just really stressed. I remember it was just a really stressful and unhappy moment for me. So there's a reason why I'm telling you this, okay? This is going to be a really short story. So, I had finished doing all of my grocery shopping, okay, and now I had to go pay for the groceries. So I pull up to the aisle, okay. Somebody had parked like 2 carts full of groceries. I mean, like, this woman she just had so many groceries. It was like 2 huge carts. But she had the first cart, it was like right in the aisle where, like, you know, nobody could get in there, right? And then the other aisles, the lines were like up, like down the shopping aisles. I mean, like, I was like, what's going on here that this cart is parked here? Nobody's here. It was just really, really weird. So I had turned around. I said, I was looking for anybody. I was like, who does this cart belong to? And nobody said anything. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not quite right. That it looks apparently to me that the woman left her cart there. She probably forgot some items, and figured, you know what? I'm just gonna park my shopping cart here, and I'm going to go and run down the aisles, and I'm going to go get what I have to get. But I was just like, no, you can't do that. You can't hold up the line I'm thinking in my head, like, you can't hold up the line with your cart while you continue to go grocery shopping. That's not fair to anyone. So you know what I did? I moved the second cart back. I moved the first cart that was parked right in the cashier aisle, okay? And I moved it back, and I put my groceries right up there, and I started unloading, and I'm putting all of my groceries on the conveyor belt, right? And then all of a sudden, this woman comes like charging up. She was like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, yeah. She was like, "Excuse me, my cart was right there. What are you doing?" And I'm like, okay, so I was just really calm about it. I wasn't being rude or anything. I didn't give her nasty looks or nothing. But I just told her, I was like, hey, listen. I mean, look at all the aisles. I mean, the aisles. Look at all the lines for the cash register. They're like really long, and here you are. You parked your cart, holding up an aisle while you went back grocery shopping, and that's not right. You can't do that. She was like, well, I'm here now. And I'm like, at this point I had turned around and I stopped unloading my cart. And I saw her husband standing there, and he wasn't saying pretty much anything, but I see the woman, it was a very, very fast glance at her, but she was just really upset. She was like, I'm in a hurry, I'm in a rush. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be done here soon. So, like I said, she was like, I was here first. And I'm like, listen, I'm not moving, and I'm not putting my stuff back in the cart. So you just need to wait until I'm done shopping. And I had turned around, and at this point, I'm just holding onto my cart, the cart handle. You know what she did? She backs up and she rams her cart right in the back of me. She hit my ass. She hit the back of my legs. It frickin' hurt. And I'm like this. I was just so stressed out. And this is kind of like not like me to do this. But I had turned around and I looked at her, and I had turned my cart around, looking like I'm about to, just move my cart out. I took my cart and I was ramming her cart because something snapped in me, and I was just like, the only sanity, the sane thing I was thinking was like, Ramona, don't turn around, do not punch this woman, do not get into any kind of physical altercation with her. But that was like a very fleeting thought, and I just took my cart and I was like, boom! I started ramming over and over and over again her cart, boom, 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 and then the cart fell over. And I'm looking at the husband, because usually the husband will stand up for their wife, try to intervene, do something. He was just standing there like all scared, and hindsight 2020, remembering this, I'm like, yeah, that was a husband who scared shitless of his wife, because he did not say not a damn thing. She was losing her shit. She was losing it. And he was just like, and he was like really tall, and she was kind of short, like average short. I don't know. She was probably like 5'5", whatever. I don't know. I was taller than her, but I started ramming that cart and it fell over. She was like, no, it didn't fall over. I'm sorry, that's not true. It kind of like wobbled back and forth like that, like it was going to fall over. That's what happened. Okay. And all of a sudden, everybody's like stopping, and they're all staring at us, right? And I can see from over all the registers, there were two managers coming. They came downstairs. They're making a beeline to this. Well, what's happening? What are you doing? What's going on? What is going on here? I was like, what you need to do is go back upstairs and look through your surveillance camera, your surveillance footage, and you will see what happened. What happened is this woman, she left her cart in the aisle while she decided to go back shopping. I felt that wasn't fair. It's just not fair for all of us to have to wait in a line while she, it's just not right. Like, you know what I mean? You only park your stuff in there when you're done doing your shopping. It's only fair. I had moved her cart, and then I just unloaded my cart and I put all my stuff in there. This woman wasn't appreciating what I was doing, and she rammed her cart into me. So I turned around and I started ramming her cart. And they're looking at each other. They're like, I don't know what to do. And then they were just like, okay, so let's just. The man who was in front of me, he wasn't like the most friendliest, but he did stand up for me. He stood up for me, and he was like, excuse me, he was talking to the manager. It wasn't her fault, which was me. It was the other woman who was causing the problems. And I go like this. I'm like, yup. And then I had turned to him. I'm like, thank you for saying that. And this woman is just like totally irate at this. She's still losing her crap. She's still losing her shite, right? She's just like, well, I have all these people to go grocery shopping for. So like apparently she's a shopper for other people. But I'm like, that's not my fault. That is not my fault. It's not my business what you're doing with your own business. All I know is that you can't park your cart here holding up the line because you want to continue shopping, and you want all of us to wait. Like, who the hell are you? So yeah, that was my experience when I lost my shite. and the girl who had brought me, right? She was like, well, it's like an hour drive all the way home, and she was like, wow, Ramona, like, what happened? I only saw like half of what happened. And I was like, yeah, and I just told her. She thought it was funny as all right? But I was just not. I didn't think it was funny. I was just really upset. What happened? I know she didn't just ram her cart into me. I'm like, are you crazy? That woman is crazy. Like, are you nuts? Apparently you are. Trying to ram somebody. Like, when I say that she rammed me, like, it was no joke. She had like a bull, like, backed it up and was like, boom, right into me, like in the back. Like, I just kind of like fell over, like didn't fall over, but my body like bent back. Like, I was like, oh no, she didn't. But yes, I did. Yes, I did turn around and crashed into that car over and over and over again. So it was starting to like wobble like that because it was so full. And I was just like, oh my god. Yeah. So anyways, and I think that I reacted that way because I was just so under stress. I was like, I'm not having any good luck. This is just a really crappy time for me. Like, with everything that I said, I was just having financial issues. I was just having one problem after the other, after the other, after the other. And that woman was like the last straw. She was like the last straw. No, she didn't ram into me like that. Yes, she did. But when I turned around, and I had also said to her, I was like, you know what? I was like, you need to be careful next time, because if you think that I reacted badly, you're going to get a hold of somebody who's going to do a whole lot worse to you. You picked the wrong person. You really did. You picked the wrong person to mess with. I remember that story. I'll never forget it. Anyways, I thought that I would share with you. I might have some more story times for you, but yeah. Can't really think anymore. But okay. Love everybody. And this is going to go up soon. Probably tomorrow. Okay. Bye.